What if starting a new year with nothing in your pocket doesn't mean you're starting with nothing at all? I entered the new year broke, but hopeful. I didn't imagine my year would end like this. No loud music, no friends gathered around, no sparkling drinks or fancy clothes waiting for midnight. Just me, alone in my room, scrolling through my phone and pretending I wasn't counting every naira left in my account. I checked my balance again, not because I expected it to change, but because part of me still hoped for a miracle. Maybe a forgotten alert, maybe a mistake in my favor. Nothing. I was broke. Quietly broke. The kind of broke you don't announce because you're tired of explaining yourself. The kind where you smile in public and worry in private. Outside, people were celebrating. Social media was loud. Trips, gifts, laughter, victories. Everyone seemed to be welcoming the new year with something to be proud of. I tried not to compare, but comparison has a way of finding you when you're already tired. A year ago, I had plans. I had hope that felt solid. I told myself, by this time next year, things will be different. And they were different, just not in the way I imagined. Some doors didn't open. Some efforts didn't pay off. Some people I trusted disappointed me. I worked hard, yet I felt like I was constantly starting over. As the clock crept closer to midnight, my chest felt tight. I wasn't afraid of the new year. I was afraid of carrying the same disappointments into it. At 11:58 p.m., I sat on the edge of my bed and stared at the floor. I thought about all the times I tried and failed, all the prayers that seemed unanswered, all the moments I questioned my worth because my life didn't look successful yet. For a second, I felt like crying. But then I paused. I looked around my room, simple, quiet, unchanged, and I realized something important. Despite everything I went through this year, I was still here. I hadn't given up. I hadn't turned cold. I hadn't lost my ability to dream. That realization softened something inside me. I asked myself a question I had been avoiding all year. What if this season wasn't meant to reward you with money, but to prepare you with strength? When midnight came, there was no countdown from my TV, no cheers, just silence. And in that silence, I whispered, "Happy New Year," not with excitement, but with honesty. I didn't promise myself wealth. I didn't write big resolutions. Instead, I made quiet prayers for wisdom, for direction, for patience, for the courage to keep going even when progress feels slow. I opened my window and let the cold night air touch my face. Fireworks exploded in the distance, lighting up the sky for people celebrating loudly. I smiled. My celebration was quieter, but meaningful, because I realized something powerful. Being broke doesn't mean being defeated. It doesn't mean you've failed at life. Sometimes it just means you're in between lessons and breakthroughs. This year may have taken money from me, but it didn't take my hope. It didn't take my values. It didn't take my belief that something better is still ahead. So, yes, I entered the new year with empty pockets, but I entered it with clarity, with resilience, with hope still breathing inside me, and maybe, just maybe, that's the kind of beginning that changes everything.